Here comes Ward.
She lost it.
Yeah, Restaghini punched it out. So it's going to stay with Westwood. Good effort by Restaghini looking for the steal. And Liz Weeman will have the entry.
Good D.
Gets it in over to Kaiser. Kaiser driving in, up with the right hand, no good.
Body's flying everywhere there.
Collected by Grady. Along the near side is Finnegan. Up top, Flanagan. Restaghini driving the lane, takes it back out. Here goes Grady, and now she'll feed it over. Flanagan for three, and she knocks it down. Boy, did the Hillers need that.
11-1 so far this quarter for the Hillers. Great job coming back into the game. It's 1 point, pretty much even right now.
Talk about a momentum shift, Steve.
Totally.
Up top over to Kaiser. And I understand we are back on air now. Unfortunately, we had a number of technical difficulties. We're hoping that we got most of them figured out. So we thank you for your patience and apologize. It's going to go Hillers away as it was knocked out of bounds. Once again, good defense along the lower post by the Hillers.
Shout out to the fans here, helping the Hiller girls get back into the game.
Well, they are right back in it now, and hoping that this momentum can keep up. Flanagan up top, over to Restaghini, back to Flanagan. Along the short corner, trying to maneuver her way between two defenders. Ball stripped out, and it's going to go Westwood's way on the jump ball call.
I think Coach Greco called a timeout in the nick of time to maintain possession. Great job by Coach with 16 seconds left in the shot clock. Gives the Hillers, because that was probably going to be a turnover some way. It was a bit of a scramble, but gives Coach Greco a chance to get a little strategy here. Hopefully, maybe 2 for 1 as the half gets down. They should have a couple of different possessions and have an opportunity to go into the half with a lead, which, after being down 15-4 after the first quarter, that's quite a nice comeback.
And you said it, and we were off air for a while, so let's refresh what happened in the first quarter. After the first quarter, it was a 15-4 Westwood lead, but the Hillers have come storming back, and they have outscored Westwood in this second quarter significantly, 11-1 to be exact, and it's now a 16-15 Westwood lead, but the important note is the Hillers are right back in the game after starting off with a whole lot of offensive struggles.
And again, Westwood came out pretty hot, and they were hitting their shots early, and they've just cooled down almost to nothing. We'll see what happens here with another minute or so to go in the half.
The Hillers are certainly winning the rebound game, which has helped them get back into this one. Finnegan along the wing. That's Restaghini, rather. Takes it down, up for the shot, no good. And a rebound by Kaiser. Kaiser taking it up. Approaching 30 seconds left to go in the second quarter. 3-ball attempt. No good, off the rim goes Ward. Rebound by Law, driving in, up with the right hand, no good. Punched out off of Restaghini. The Hillers got one there, I think, Steve.
I'm just going to say some of the calls that have gone both ways, I haven't really seen it the same way as the refs. I'll just say it that way, as diplomatically.
Maybe there was a Westwood hand in there I couldn't see. We'll go with that.
So a lot of confused looks by both squads so far tonight on some of the calls, but the refs are doing the best they can, and
it's evening out in the end.
Exactly, and I think that's going to do it. I think with 2 seconds left, I don't think they're going to even shoot.
Yeah, they're not going to have time. A good quarter by the Hillers, and talk about a tale of 2 quarters after being outscored 15-4 in the first quarter. The Hillers come storming back, and as we head into the halftime locker room, it is Westwood 16, the Hillers 15. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers girls varsity basketball on HCAM. Stick around for the second half.
Got a nice tunnel from some of the junior Hiller Nation young ladies. Coach Greco getting some high fives from some of the looks like some grade school kids.
All right, why don't we take a look at the scoring totals from the first half? A 16-15 Westwood lead as we head into the second half. In the first half for Westwood, you had Ainsley Grinley with 3 points, Mackenzie Kaiser with 5, Caroline Nozalillo with 2, Angelina Holmesy with 3, Liz Weeman with 3, and for the Hillers, Elena Davies with 5, Bethel Flanagan with 4, Holly Paharik with 4, Kate Finnegan for 2. So it was the tale of two quarters. In the first quarter, it was Westwood outscoring Hopkinton 15-4. In the second quarter, it was the Hillers outscoring Westwood 11-1 to give us the 16-15 Westwood lead as we enter this third quarter. So I guess we'll see how this quarter will go. It's been pretty unpredictable with these ginormous momentum shifts, Steve.
Those are big, and then, the other thing, which in my day we would definitely have a little shoot around after the half, come out for about 3, 4, 5 minutes, get warmed up again. But these girls, they both came out of the locker room with about less than a minute to go, and there's no warm-ups. They've been sitting around for 15 minutes or so, and it'll be interesting to see who comes out with a little momentum.
Hillers in the white, they start off with possession, working right to left across your screen for the second half.
And Westwood, just noting, they're in a man-to-man now. They were in a zone most of the first half.
Kane up top to Davies. Davies down the lane, it's stripped away. Westwood has it.
Almost going back.
Here comes the Wolverines. Ward takes it up. Westwood hoping for some better success offensively in this third quarter. By Davies off the missed Kaiser shot. We got a foul.
What was that?
I'm guessing it was away from the action. Let's see what's on.
I really didn't see that.
They're going to get Flanagan with an elbow.
A lot of bodies banging into each other tonight down there.
Yeah, it's been a physical game. Fired across, shot from the corner, no good. It is a Westwood rebound. Good feet underneath, off the glass and in. Liz Weeman.
Weeman did a good job. She got the ball right above her head, didn't bring the ball down, got rid of the ball in a fraction of a second in the nick of time. That was a big hoop for them. They haven't had a hoop in a long time since the first quarter.
Finnegan feeds it over to Davies along the wing. Davies up to Paharik. Now over to Finnegan. Finnegan trying to get it in the interior, and it's knocked away. Westwood has it. Collected by Madison Ward. Ward gets it over, driving the lane, Holmesy, and it's stripped out. And Westwood able to recover as Liz Weeman recovers, and now driving in, and good is Mackenzie Kaiser.
It's an incredible shot there.
It was a nice
Caroline
lay-in. Oh boy, rebound Westwood. Kaiser collects. Along the right side is Holmesy, feeds it in on the interior. Now back to the corner, stripped away.
Nice job.
Good hustle there by Flanagan. Ball knocked loose. Westwood has it. And a great pass up to Ward, who puts it in. Everything is going Westwood's way early in this third quarter. I'm surprised Coach Greco hasn't called a timeout to settle the Hillers down a little bit.
I'm with you on that one.
Finnegan driving in, no good. I mean, I think if Westwood scores, especially on this next possession, you've got to call that timeout.
I think so.
Ward with it. Up top over to Kaiser. Kaiser gets it over. Now Nozalillo driving it up with the hook. No good. Davies with the rebound. Davies takes it up. Paharik gets it over to Flanagan. Flanagan from the elbow. No. Rebound Kaiser.
It was a good look, just didn't go down.
Hillers starting to struggle from the field once again. 3 ball. No good. Off the side of the hoop goes Weeman, and it'll go Hillers' way.
wholesale changes here.
So we're going to line change, essentially, for the Hillers.
Sophia Whiteman-Krause in the game for the first time, I think, tonight. Sophomore.
Davies taking it up. Over to Restaghini. Hillers working around the perimeter. Paharik kicks it out. Davies, pump fakes, now drives to the corner. Feeds Paharik. Paharik from the elbow, knocks it down.
Big move. Really needed that one.
I think that's what the Hillers need to do more of. When you're struggling shooting-wise, give it to Paharik. Let her drive down the lane, but a great response there by Caroline Nozzolillo and Westwood.
That was unfortunate after such a nice possession there. Ooh, almost a travel.
Whiteman-Krause.
Oh.
Davies along the wing. Feeds Paharik. Paharik puts up the shot, draws the foul.
Holly bringing some positive mojo here, third quarter, in the nick of time, as the Hillers fell off a little bit with their momentum, and after this halftime kind of came out a little flat. Westwood kind of coming on strong to start, only 4 minutes in.
No good on the first.
It was so critical, especially when you're trying to catch up.
I would say Holly Paharik shoots about 50% from the line. Typically, she's 1 for 2 just about every time at the line. There you go.
There you go. Thank you very much, Holly. Didn't want to jinx myself or yourself.
I might have jinxed her for the good there. Taking it up is Brindley. Driving in, blocked. Nice block underneath by Restaghini. Or Whiteman-Krause, rather. Davies to the rack, no good. Whiteman-Krause has it stripped away. Wow. And now ball knocked loose and recovered by Grady.
Good hustle by both teams there.
Restaghini feeds it over. Whiteman-Krause, up top she goes. Davies for 3. Count it! Boy, did the Hillers need that. A 3-point game. Yeah, that should be a moving violation. I think she moved that the steady foot there. The opposite foot besides the pivot.
Good job by Holly.
Collected by Paharik.
Wow, Holly, good job helping out. Anticipated Westwood player, they need another one. Oh, that's too bad.
Air ball by Davies. Restaghini trying to keep it in, but they're going to call her out of play. It's Westwood ball, 2:58 left to go in this exciting third quarter.
The pendulum's going back and forth. The other 2 quarters were just one-sided, each one of them. Ooh, that could have been a carry.
And now we're getting more of those smaller momentum shifts, and right now it's tilting towards the Hillers. Westwood going to try to put an end to that. Brindley.
Yeah, Holly taking one again. Woo.
Brindley called for the charge. That's going to be her third.
Quite a collision there.
Hiller ball.
You feel the energy in the building heating up a little bit. Hillers only down by 3. They were down by 7 or 8 a few minutes ago.
Up for 3. No good there is Grady, and Westwood has it.
There it is!
And it's stolen away by Davies. Good hustle. Count it!
That's huge. That's what he tied the game up.
She just came in there and said, "Give me that back."
I mean, no one on the Westwood team was saying, "Hey, heads up, there's someone coming around from the backside." And Elena, that was just a sneaky, effective move right there. Great job.
His free throw will be to tie it up.
Good job by the Hillers. They've been down, they came back. They fell back, went the other way, and now they're back in the...
No good.
Oh, nice job on the rebound.
Whiteman-Krause. Jump ball call. It's going... Now there's confusion. That should have been a foul.
What's that?
They're calling it a jump ball instead of a foul. They're going to give it to Westwood. Possession arrow favors Westwood in this case.
It was a little hot in that. It was a little misleading. It looked like a foul. Everyone thought it was a foul.
I think even the other official thought it was a foul.
Yeah.
Oh, what can you do? Driving in, now we have a foul on the Hillers.
I think it's on Megan Grady. Her first foul.
You are correct.
This is going to be a tight finish. I'll be surprised if anyone from here on in pulls, goes up by a big margin. It's going to be tight.
Raftery with it.
Good D by the Hillers. 5 seconds. Got to be 5 seconds. That's much more than that.
Along the corner, Kaiser driving baseline. Maharik briefly knocked it out. Now a jump ball call. It'll be Hiller ball.
That's
good effort by Finnegan.
And Hawley really playing some tough. She's playing defense with her feet, not her hands, and she got with some body contact, but it was to the ref's credit letting the girls play a little bit.
Flanagan with it over to Davies. Davies to Restaghini. Now Flanagan. They're going to work the top of the perimeter. Knocked out of bounds off of Olivia Shea. Hiller ball. 1:47 left to go in this back and forth third quarter. Restaghini on the entry. Paharik feeds the corner. Restaghini thought about it. Paharik drives down, stripped out, and they're saying Westwood ball. I think the other official is going to get overruled. It'll be Hiller ball.
That's good. They got it right. That's what they want to do. I'm going to withhold my comments for the generally referee how that's going for those guys tonight. But
Davies for three, no good. I think they got to get away from the three ball and just drive down to that low post. Get Paharik in there. Ward with it.
It's a good strategy. I agree with you.
Feeds it over to Weeman. But I'm not the coach. I'm just an announcer. Along the wing is Nozzolillo. Nozzolillo with the shot, no good. Flanagan with the rebound.
Flanagan, good D there.
Restaghini. It was stripped out. It stayed with the Hillers. 55 seconds left. Caroline Keene enters the game. Restaghini on the entry. Over to Paharik. Gets it to Keene. Feeds the corner, Restaghini. Fires it across, Flanagan. Up top, Keene. Restaghini for three, no. And it's collected by Westwood. Kaiser corrals it in. She'll feed it over to Nozzolillo. Up top to Ward. Driving down. Back to Nozzolillo. She'll kick it over to Law. Up top, Weeman. Ward with it. Trying to feed it through. Good steal.
Big play.
15 seconds.
Got a good shot.
Restaghini takes it up. Hillers have to hurry here. Flanagan's wide open. Flanagan gets it over. Up, no good. Put back, rejected. And we have a foul against Westwood.
Good job by Caroline. Had the first shot kind of rejected. She stuck with it, got the ball back, and another block by Westwood, but there was body contact with 2 seconds left in the quarter. This is pretty big. Caroline, senior moment, as they say.
They get Liz Weeman with her first, team fourth for Westwood. First free throw is good. We're tied.
Yeah, that's the first time this game's been tied since it was 0-0, I believe.
It's going to be quite a fourth quarter, Steve.
Here we go. Hold on tight.
Get your popcorn ready. No good on the second free throw. And that'll do it for the third quarter. At the end of 3. It is the Hillers 24, Westwood 24. Steve, a great back and forth third quarter. A lot of momentum shifts, but the Hillers came out strong in the end after starting off struggling a little bit from the field. And really, it's the defense, the quickness, and the rebounds paying off for the Hillers.
I agree, all of that stuff, and it's good energy. The Hiller crowd I think is helping them out. They fell behind early in the third quarter with Westwood coming out of the halftime. Whatever Coach Matthew Gillis of Westwood said at halftime, he did a good job because, the Wolverines came out flying in the first 3 or 4 minutes of the quarter, and the Hillers kind of needed to gather themselves. And I know you mentioned that Coach Greco was probably on the edge of calling a timeout, and just as you said that, they stormed back, and over the next 3 or 4 minutes they were able to tie the game with Caroline Kane's freebie, and it's going to be a fantastic finish. I feel it. Friday night here in the Athletic Center.
Great crowd on hand, great student section to support this team. Let's take a look at the scoring totals heading into the fourth quarter. For the Hillers, Elena Davies with 10 points, Bethel Flanagan with 4, Holly Paharik with 7, Kate Finnegan with 2, and Caroline Kane with 1 for the Hillers. As we are ready to get things started, 24-24, very much anyone's game. Who will be able to finish and pick up the W? We'll find out shortly. Up and in goes Nozalillo, and she has 6 points tonight for Westwood.
Very nice play. That's tough. A little English on that shot. Didn't really have a lot of room, but she cut the ball off just in the nick of time.
Finnegan out to Flanagan. Davies now. Over to Paharik. Kicks it out. Kane thought about it. Going to drive in. Feeds Flanagan. Now along the short corner. And a great feed to Paharik, who drives the lane, draws the foul. She's going to the line.
I mean, Holly's a physical player out there. She's had some body collisions out there. She just definitely took one for the team again, and has a couple freebies. We could use them.
It's going to be the 4th foul on Ainsley Grinley, so she's in foul trouble. No good on the first by Paharik. Team leader for Westwood scoring-wise is Mackenzie Kaiser with 7 points. I'm sure getting her the ball will be a factor for Westwood, and Liz Weeman has 5 points. No good on the second either by Paharik.
That's too bad.
A rare 0 for 2 showing at the line there by Holly. Weeman on the entry. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Ward taking it up. A 2-point Westwood lead. Driving in, feeds the block. Around the defender, Paharik nearly had it. And the pass is going to be thrown out of play. Hiller ball.
Looks just the same as the 3 seconds, but that's hats off to the Hiller girls playing the tough D, down by 2 points, looking for the next bucket here. Try to tie things up.
It was great pressure by Paharik on Holmesy. Here comes the Hillers. Davies gets it over to Flanagan. Up top, Kane. Flanagan to Paharik. Cross to Davies for 3. No good. Knocked out by Paharik. Look at that hustle.
Tommy point.
Absolutely. Davies feeds it underneath. What a pass. No good. It looked like there was contact. Put back, no good. Davies tried to keep it in. They called her out. Finnegan drew a foul there. That should have been called.
Yeah, good hustle by the Hillers. Is just the scrambling. They're playing with some sense of desperation, which is what you need. And there's almost another steal by Caroline.
Great hustle by the Hillers.
You can feel the energy here.
They got to keep at it. Weeman on the entry. Full court pressure continues for the Hillers. Ward with possession. Over to Weeman. Feeds it to the elbow. Driving down. Nozalillo. And foul, I guess.
I'm just going to be objective here. The consistency of the amount of body contact that's been allowed, and then they make a call like that. That was hardly any. There was some contact, but just. Oh, that's a nice play right there.
Up and in goes Ward. Yeah, I agree.
wanna be
Officiating
consistent.
has been very inconsistent tonight. And I don't normally complain about the officiating, but it hasn't been great, I must say.
And I'm not saying it's an easy job either,
Davies
Oh, nice.
feeds it over. Kane up top.
Blocked.
No good. And yeah, good block up top. Here comes Law. Feeds it over to Weeman. Ward with it. Gets it out. 3-ball attempt, no good. And Paharic recovers. Here comes the Hillers.
Under control, plenty of time.
Finnegan up to Davies. Davies
There
to
it is.
Paharic. Drive in the lane. No good. No foul called there. Ward with it. She'll launch the 3.
Oh,
Buries it.
that stings a little bit. Kind of rattled in.
Madison Ward adds 5 points so far in this fourth quarter. She has 7 overall. Paharic out to Kane, and Kane, good response.
That was the first points of the quarter. 3 minutes in, that's Hillers need to keep the mojo going. Need to stop right here.
Westwood up by 5. 5 minutes left to go in the fourth. Ward with it.
There's a steal. Oh!
Foul.
Oh, I see.
Oh, timeout. All right, timeout call by Westwood. Good timeout there by the Wolverines.
This was about to be a steal there, and I think that was coach saved him on that one, I think.
Why don't we take a look at the TVL standings as we enter the final week or so of the regular season. A lot of teams will be participating in some holiday tournaments next week. In the TVL Large, you got Medfield, who are the official TVL Large champs at 16-1. They are ranked numero uno in the Division II bracket. You got Norwood, who's 14-4. They are ranked 6th in the Division II bracket. The Hillers are 9-8, ranked 22nd in the Division I bracket. Holliston at 8-11, ranked 25th in the Division II bracket. Westwood 5-12, ranked 32nd in the Division II bracket. And Ashland is 1-18, ranked 54th in the Division II bracket. TVL Small, Norton 14-5, ranked 6th in Division III. Medway 13-4, ranked 3rd in Division III. Dover Sherborne 13-6, ranked 5th in Division III. Millis 13-6, ranked 3rd in Division IV. Dedham 5-13, Bellingham 3-17.
Wow. Got it all in. Amazing.
Somehow. Those rankings important. Top 32 plus all teams above 500 get into the postseason. Hillers have already clinched a spot with 9 wins. Fed across over to Law. But of course, they'd like to get a few more wins and perhaps get a home game. Good battle for it. We have a foul. It's going to be on Restaghini.
Hillers are kind of at a pivot point here, down by 5 with about 4.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They need a stop. They're in a man-to-man coming out of the inbounds.
Along the right side of the perimeter, Weeman feeds it across. Ward driving down, gets it over. Cross to Kaiser. Kaiser working against Paharic, puts it in.
That's a tough matchup. She's got some. Holly's plays tough, but you can't teach size. Kaiser looks about 6'2" or something from here. Hard to tell.
Davies with it. Feeds it to Restaghini. Along the baseline, Finnegan takes it out to the corner to Paharic. Now to Davies for 3.
Oh,
Yes!
that's a big one. Good job.
Hillers really needed that.
Elena stepped right into that shot, didn't rush it. That's huge.
Ward with it. Gets it out to Nozzolillo. The defense chance starting from the student section. Weeman over to Ward for 3. No good. Collected by Davies.
Easy.
Davies
Easy.
knocked out. Westwood recovers. Law picks it up, and here come the Wolverines. Ward with it. Behind the back dribble. Over to Weeman. Now up top, Zalillo drives down up for the shot, and we have a foul.
A lot of contact in that. You pick one of the two players that bumped her. Looks like they're going with Tegan on that one. Oh, no, I take that back. They're going with Kate Finnegan on the foul.
It's her second, team third for the Hillers. No good on the first free throw.
You know, we can go back in time. Best to look ahead, but looking back, the free throws for the Hillers, missed opportunities. But you know, again, looking ahead, they have 3 minutes left. They gotta need to stop, and they gotta hit their freebies if there's going to be any.
Nozzolillo hits the second of 2. She has 5 points on the night. Westwood back up by 5. Davies trying to feed it in. Restaghini recovers. Back to Davies. Flanagan. Up top, Restaghini. Driving down, kicks it out to Davies for 3. Got it! Elena Davies feeling it from three-point land. It's a 2-point game.
It's huge, and Coach Greco decides to take a timeout just to set up a press, keep everybody fresh. Again, their bench isn't as long as some of these other teams in the TVL, and I think that's a smart move with 2:47 left and down by 2. They get a turnover now, keeps the momentum going. Maybe make a personnel change or two if he feels the need to do that.
Absolutely.
Going to give a shout out to Ashley Simmons and Mary Arnott. They are the staff behind the scenes here with some challenges that we didn't anticipate, and they're doing a great job here. We got one camera, and Mary is running it like clockwork over here.
You would think we had 4 cameras going today with how good of a job Mary is doing.
And they're both putting up with us, so that's worth some points for that as well.
Oh, absolutely. That's the toughest part.
Give them a shout out for that. Self-deprecating comments from here from the booth. But
2:47 left to go. 34-32 Westwood lead. Who will prevail? We shall find out. We want to remind everybody that our regular season coverage wraps up next Tuesday. The Hiller boys take on Wayland. A 5 p.m. tip-off for that game. That's Tuesday night. Hillers and Wayland, some boys action to wrap up the regular season. Grinley taking it down, up for the shot. Gets the bucket and the foul. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be an and one, says the official.
There's no Coach Greco, I don't blame you, Coach.
I didn't see any contact. I mean, that was a legit shot. She should have that, but there was no contact.
Outstanding shot by Ainsley Grinley. I just didn't see any contact. Just let the girls play a little bit here. That was unfortunate.
That was the 3rd foul on Paharic, and the and one is good.
You know, let the girls dictate how the game goes, not a call like that.
Davies, the Restaghini, over to Flanagan. I don't have anything nice to say, so I won't say anything at all.
Well, that was just one of the worst ones. Toughest ones.
Flanagan for 3, no good. Stripped out by Paharic briefly, and now Grinley, it's stolen away, Restaghini.
Good job. Plenty of time.
Up top, Finnegan.
Just work for a good hoop.
Hillers really need a bucket here. We have a Westwood foul. That's going to be on Ainsley Grinley, I believe. That's her 5th. She is fouled out.
Wow. She's a nice player. She's had a good game. She's very aggressive, and that's a pretty big deal for her. She's a senior. That's no longer available for Westwood.
Paharic feeds it to the corner. Now along the interior, Finnegan works the defender trying to get by. Up for the shot, was blocked, but grabs her own rebound. Fed in by Flanagan, and then Paharic called for a travel.
Hiller Nation not happy with that call.
Liz Weeman on the entry. Knocked out of bounds by Davies. Good hustle. 5-point game, 1:47 left to go. Now it's been a tough senior night game for the Hillers, but they still have a chance to get back into this. They'll just have to get some turnovers and some quick buckets. There you go.
Well done, cute.
Davies trying to feed it over.
That's a travel.
Travel against Westwood.
Just trying to help the refs out from here. But they got that one right. That's good.
Flanagan on the entry.
It's a critical possession for the Hillers now.
Davies steps back, takes
Another
the
one.
three,
Oh!
buries in. Elena Davies single-handedly keeping the Hillers in this game.
The third three this quarter.
Well, I should say from an offensive standpoint, single-handedly. There's been a lot of great defense around the table. Up for three there, no good. Westwood rebound.
It'll be a jump ball. Yep.
Jump ball call. Missed three by Weeman. Kaiser with the rebound. Jump ball in favor of the Hillers. It's a 2-point game with 1:17 left, but the Hillers have the ball. Crowd getting into it. Davies takes it up. Over to Flanagan. Paharic kicks it out. Restaghini back to Flanagan. Now Paharic feeds it over. Off for the shot. No good there is Finnegan. Westwood rebound, and they'll call a timeout. 1 minute left to go. Westwood 37, the Hillers 35. Does it get any more suspenseful than this, Steve?
This is good stuff, and not to be self-serving, but we did see this coming around halftime. We thought it'd be a fantastic finish, and we don't usually get everything right, but we got that right, and we got a 2-point game with a minute left. So by default, it is a fantastic finish, no matter what happens. Both teams playing hard, and Westwood calling a timeout there to kind of gather themselves a little bit. They've got a full shot clock to deal with, and they'll probably want to run that down a little bit. Hillers need a stop, and they need to hit a shot. So that's their objective.
Yeah, it's been a wild game, and we shall see in near moments how it concludes. And we want to wish Hiller boys basketball, Hiller boys hockey a big congratulations. Both teams clinching the TVL Large this week, and both will be heading to the postseason with some good spots in those state brackets, and we look forward to providing you your Hopkinton Hillers playoff coverage. Be sure to stay tuned to our website and social media pages. Our website is hcam.tv. Now we have an officials stoppage.
I think it's Westwood's ball.
I believe it is Westwood's ball, yep.
Good try by Elena. She was on looking to take the ball in, and that didn't go over well.
You might as well, right?
For a fleeting moment there, it was like, hey, this is going well.
She almost had him. I wouldn't have said anything. Kaiser on the entry. Drives down, feeds the corner.
Bethel got run over.
Westwood,
no call.
Westwood's going to be trying to burn clock here. Hiller's going to have to be a bit aggressive, but try to avoid the foul. Because if you foul, you put them at the line. Up and no good. Grabs her own rebound, however, but a battle for it now. Jump ball call.
So it goes to Westwood. But good hustle by Atlanta.
They'll at least flip the possession arrow. Weeman on the entry.
Good D, good D.
Ooh, Paharic nearly picked it off.
Lost it.
Hiller ball. 36 seconds left. Hiller's down by 2. They have the ball.
We got him right where we want him, Tom.
Absolutely. This was the plan all along.
To run it down to about 3 seconds and then have Elena, bury a 3, and then we can all go home. It's Friday night. It's a vacation week. That's one way it could work out, but there's going to be some other options as well.
Restaghini will take it up.
Work for a good one.
Flanagan, Paharic. Gets it to, oh, Davies fumbles it. Westwood ball.
Ball's coming in hot. Got a timeout. 25 seconds left. That's unfortunate.
Well, I think it's safe to say it's going down to the very last second in this one.
Well, the fact that they came back is good, and they still have time to make it happen tonight. They need a stop because Westwood has the ball now. A lot can happen in 25 seconds, and again, if they can somehow make this happen and pull it out, it will give them some good momentum to wrap up the regular season here. This is the last regular season game, correct?
Yes, indeed.
They have just tournaments next week and then playoffs. So.
Well, it is a 13-11 quarter in favor of Westwood. Just a 2-point game. It'll be Wolverines' ball off the timeout. But this Hiller team certainly capable of getting a quick turnover. But Westwood, they've done a lot better in this quarter at taking care of the ball, not giving up those easy turnovers. So let's see what happens here. On the entry, Caroline Ozalillo.
There it is. There it is.
Batted away, battle for it. Who's going to come up with it? Oh, it's going to be a foul, I believe. Paharik went in hard at Kaiser, and it will indeed be a foul. Westwood is in the bonus.
Boy, that was Holly really got pretty good on that one. He kind of rolled on her leg. I'm glad no injuries. That was potentially not good.
First free throw, no.
Those are going to have a shot here.
Foul against Westwood. They're going to get the Wolverines with a push. They'll get Angelina Holmesy. That's her first.
All right, here we go. 19 seconds. Work for a good one.
There they go.
Only needed 2.
Davies.
Yep, there we go.
All right, timeout, Coach Greco. You had to figure that was coming.
These last 25 seconds are taking about an hour.
What do you do here, Steve? I mean, you have Elena Davies, who started off missing a whole lot from outside the perimeter, but in the second half, a completely different story as she knocked down 3 threes. You go for the win, give her the ball, or are you going to try to get it into the low post, maybe by the likes of Paharik, and try to draw a foul or get that 2 bucket?
Boy, hopefully he's been waiting all season to drop the play that you're trying to describe. I'm not sure exactly which way they're going to go. My feeling is they shouldn't wait for one last shot. They should probably take a shot with about 5, leave a little skin in the game in case there's a miss and a rebound and something that can be put up to tie the game. To your point, maybe a 3-pointer with about 6 or 7 seconds left and see what happens from there. The other strategy is maybe Elena or someone who's a steady free throw shooter. Take the ball to the hoop immediately with about the next 4 or 5 seconds. Try to draw a foul to get on the line as a backup in case the shot doesn't go down. Take it to the hoop with a ball fake.
Well, let's see what happens.
Those are some options, but we'll have to see how it plays out.
Here we go. 16 seconds left. Westwood up by 2. Hillers have the ball. Restaghini over to Flanagan.
10 seconds.
Driving down. 2 Hillers in front of her. It's stripped out.
It's still Hiller ball.
Jump ball call. I believe it stays with the Hillers, and it does.
Another timeout.
Another timeout by Coach Greco.
Well, it looks like they were going with the latter strategy, as I said, to take it to the hoop, but unfortunately Bethel couldn't get the shot off, and then there was a scramble. But fortunately, the arrow is with them, gives them another, the door's still open a little bit. So let's see if they just need 1 hoop. They don't need a 3.
Yep.
And there's still time to get a shot off in 2 or 3 seconds. Ball fake. I think getting it down low, whether it's to Holly or someone, and a ball fake, so they can at least draw a foul. And if they get lucky and hit, lucky, but fortunate is a better word there to get a natural 3-pointer. But I think taking it inside right now with only taking a couple seconds, that way they have a little bit of time after to see if they can get a rebound and put it in.
Westwood's done a great job in the low post. You saw what Coach Greco set up on that last play, if you will. He had 2 Hillers posted in front of the shooter to try to give her some space, but Westwood was able to get in there. Let's see what they do here. Flanagan on the entry.
Look for us some picks down low.
Flanagan gets it over. No! She misses it.
Oh my.
She was wide open underneath, but could not hit. We have a jump ball call. It'll be Westwood ball with 3 seconds left.
They did everything right, just couldn't hit the shot. That's too bad. It was incredibly, she couldn't believe how wide open she was probably, right? Need a steal, need a steal.
Ties around the entry. And there we have an intentional foul. 1.7 left to go. Westwood's going to the line. If they don't hit at least one, or if they miss one here, it's still a one-possession game. You'll have to launch a long 3 and hope for the best. It's Madison Ward at the line for Westwood. She's had a good night, 7 points overall. There's 8.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Make it 9. That's it.
That's too bad. They had a good chance.
Well, good effort by the Hillers. Restagini off the rim to end it. Good effort by the Hillers, but they come up short here tonight. A 39-35 win for the Westwood Wolverines, but the Hillers, they have to just put this one aside. They're going to the postseason. They got the holiday tournament coming up. They can try to get a couple wins there, but they will fall to 9-9 here tonight. Steve, any final thoughts?
Yeah, just great job by both teams. They both played really hard. And you got to give Westwood credit. You know, their record is not, not the way they were hoping it would be this season, 5-12 or whatever going into the game. And they came in on the road on a Friday night, senior night, and they got their revenge from losing at home to the Hiller girls earlier this season. But tough one to lose, but there's still plenty of time to get a few more wins before the season ends for the Hiller girls.
All right, well, that'll do it for our broadcast here tonight. The final score for the final time, Westwood defeats the Hillers 39-35. For our crew, Ashley Simmons and Mary Arnott, my broadcast partner, Steve Spector, I'm Tom Nappy. As always, we thank you for watching HCAM. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Good night, everybody.
Punch it out.